Okay, there was something up with my YouTube account, but it's now live. So I'm going to go back over here to the screen and refresh the page and use the video display and the chat. So here's the chat. You'll see it doesn't automatically pop up, so it's an annoying on mobile. The video, they will have to click play, and that's just a browser. The browsers won't auto play. I'm going to cover my face. So I'm going to press play. So now you can see video. There is a few second delay. My understanding that's just common with live streaming. So I can now initiate a chat if I would like to. I have an old chat from yesterday from when I was testing. But this will go directly to the admin. So I'm going to come back over to here. And there will be a pop-up letting them know that there's a chat coming in. Just reload this page. Oh, there it is. It just took a minute. So I can now pick up the chat, and they can, whomever's managing this can manage multiple chats at a time. But there's some nice information that pops up here. So you can see all the information, my name, where I'm at, my phone number, what browser I'm on, my website activity, my Zoho CRM record, and then manage the chat here. And then you'll see that this chat information syncs into my Zoho record. So you can see that there as well. Well, it hasn't synced yet, but it will. So here's where you can manage the active chats. So I'm going to go back over here. I can close this. The next thing I want to show are the palettes. So I've done a few things here to make this more user-friendly. I went ahead and I uploaded palettes. I uploaded 4 so I could show how you could scroll through. I don't know that you guys have 4 available. But this does update. What I've done is in the background, this section is updating every 60 seconds. And let me just talk through that a second. So if I go in and I place a bid, that's going to update in real time for the user. That's almost automatic. So let's say I want to confirm a bid. You'll see that and all the other users would see who the highest bidder is here. And then the current top 5 bids. Here's a picture. I just want to show you this because I actually added these photos via the WooCommerce app via my phone. I was just testing it out with these toys. But the reason that I have this refreshing in the back end every 60 seconds is that if I add a new palette, it doesn't just auto display unless you refresh the page. So what I did is I added code to make this section auto refresh every 60 seconds. That way, if I go in here and I add a palette, let's say, the auction's live, Ramaz goes over and he's like, hey, here's a new palette that you guys can bid on. I'm just going to create a new one. Add the information. So starting bid price, let's say it's 400. You have to put in a highest bid for this for some reason, but I just make it a really high number. And let's say you want this to close at, let's say 5 minutes from now. So right now it's 1:10. I'm going to make this close at 1. So I'm going to leave it open for 5 minutes. So if I publish it, this is where the information would automatically show up on the live OfferUp page without refreshing the page. So I'm publishing it here. Well, now let's say I'm the user, I'm over here. It doesn't automatically pop up. So I have two options. If they don't click, I added a refresh palette page. So that will auto refresh just this section. So either I could wait 60 seconds to see it, or I could click the refresh palette button. And because there's so many, it's added to the end, but you'll see that it's automatically added. The other thing I want to show you is, let's say I want to come in here and for some reason I want to add more time to this particular palette. Let's say I want to do that one. Extend it by a minute. So you see there's 5 minutes right now. I'm going to click update and you will see this, the time automatically increase. And that's without having to refresh the page. So, you know, the bid information and the time will automatically update without having to refresh this section. It's when you add a new palette that it will either add after 60 birthday palettes. So I'm going to place a bid on one. So I'm the highest bidder right now. But what I'm going to do is actually go ahead and close this one so that you can see what happens when you win. So this will close in 42 seconds. You'll see the second thing, for some reason it doesn't go second by second. It's accurate, but sometimes like 2 seconds. And I guess it's just part of the custom code. I don't know why it's doing that, but it is accurate. Okay, so this is getting ready to close. Okay, so you'll see here's the winner. It's closed. No one else can bid now. So let's say, okay, I won. How do I pay? Well, a couple things will happen. I'll get an email. I'll get an email letting me know that I won. This is just taking a second. But then down here in one palette, I will be able to see a list of all the palettes that I won. I guess I just hasn't fully closed yet. Okay, so it just took a couple minutes to come through, but you'll see that I've won, and it's letting me know I have 2 days to pay for it. And then also when I come in here and I go down to one pallet, I'm just going to refresh this. I could see now the pallet that I won, and I could click pay now. And that will take me to checkout. And I can add multiple items to my cart. One thing I want to show you though is that if you have a truckload and a pallet in your cart at the same time, the only payment option is going to be cash on pickup, because for pallets, they can use cash at pickup or credit card. For truckloads, they could use cash at pickup or wire transfer. But if they have both, the only thing available is cash on pickup. So I put a note about this. So let's say I want to be able to just use my card right now to pay for the pallet. I'm going to remove the truckload from my cart and proceed to checkout. And I can complete checkout for that pallet. I'm also can apply my tax exemption to this. So that's all I wanted to show you right now. And thanks.